What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna do a roundup of all of my favorite buys from Target and Amazon in the year of 2024. And the reason why I picked those two places is because that's where I do most of my shopping. Amazon is obviously incredibly convenient because they can just drop it off at my house. And then Target, I pretty much always use their drive-up option to pick up the items, so then that way I don't have to get out, because I tend to go a little crazy in Target if I actually enter the store. So my way of saving money is to purchase items on the app and then just do a curbside pickup. I try my very best not to go into Target too often. I'm gonna start with kids items just to kind of get those out of the way, because I know not everybody obviously has kids my kids' age. I have twin 2-year-olds and a older son that's about to turn 3 in January. One of my top picks for 2024 in terms of toys was the Miss Rachel, Melissa and Doug collab. They have this like musical puzzle. I'm putting it on the screen here. As you put the puzzle piece in, it plays a different song. It's the coolest thing ever. My kids love Miss Rachel and we love Melissa and Doug toys. So the fact that those two universes of ours collided was amazing. They have an entire Miss Rachel collection of toys that came out at a lot of different retailers, and we love them all, but that's definitely our favorite. Two more Melissa and Doug picks of ours is there was a safari truck that we picked up this year, and it's kind of like a puzzle in a truck, and it has little characters that go into it. There's a lot of learning that can be done with that one. Both of those are under $20, so super inexpensive. Absolutely love both of those. And then another Melissa and Doug toy that we absolutely loved. This one's a little bit on the pricier side, but I waited till I saw it go on sale and I had some gift cards to use. We bought a grocery store setup, and it's from Melissa and Doug, and what's really cool with it is the awning can actually flip, so you can be a grocery store or a lemonade stand. So that one has been a big hit with my kids. A couple more items for kids is, this one's gonna seem so silly, but bath toys. We are out of the infant stage. We're fully in the toddler stage for all 3 of our kids at this point. But bath toys are perfect not only for the bath, but when you're doing sensory play, I think they're absolutely perfect and a way to do a very inexpensive sensory play setup. So I love grabbing bath toys from Target for that purpose. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is 2 adorable jackets that I got from Target this year for my kids. The first one is a Lightning McQueen jacket. It's kind of fuzzy. It's got a hood on it. It's perfect for that transition weather of like 60 and 70s. And then if you're looking for more like true cold weather, because I live in northern Florida, so we don't dip down into like the teens, but we do some days get like low 40s, even high 30s. And the puffer jacket is perfect for that purpose if you're just kind of going to the car with the kids. So we got these puffer jackets and they're absolutely adorable and really well made. Okay, and then last but not least from Target, also for the kids, but this honestly could kind of be for everything. We picked out some really inexpensive storage bins from Target. They were only $4. They're perfect storage bins, but what's really cool is we actually use them to set up our sensory table. And what's nice with it is I bought multiple, so if I want to, I can set up sensory table scenes ahead of time and then just change it out on the table. My goal hopefully in 2025 is to be really organized and kind of have 3 days worth of sensory table scenes set up ahead of time for myself. That way when we go to do the activity, it's way easier on me to just grab it and put it in the table and let them have some fun. A favorite of my kids is the Yummy granola bars. So if you're looking for some type of snack item, Target sells the Yummy granola bars and they absolutely love it. This isn't necessarily for kids, but we use it for kids. We are obsessed with the Dash multi-plate waffle maker. It has different plates that swap out and are dishwasher safe, and they have a bunch of different characters and options for it. They have holiday ones, they have unicorn, dinosaur, they have a bunch of different options. Also just plain ones that have like a star or a heart. I've bought it from Target and Costco, and we just absolutely love them. All right, now rolling into more of like the adult things, okay? One of my absolute favorite purchases in the year of 2024, and I have no idea how to pronounce it because I've heard it a bunch of different ways. I think it's called a Tinco, and it's the iFloor 3 Breeze Vacuum Mop Combo. This thing is phenomenal. Keep an eye on prices for it because right now they're having a huge sale on it. They're regularly $249, but it is on sale right now for $139.99. It doesn't tell me when the sale ends, so just double check it. If it's at that regular price and you're not in a rush, just keep an eye on it because I see it usually around $179.99 because I keep an eye on that thing because that's literally one of my favorite purchases. So if anybody asks me for recommendations, that's always one that I bring up. So anyways, check out your your Target and see if they have it at that price, because the $139, I think that's one of the lowest prices I've seen it at. Also in the cleaning area, this one's really silly, but I am obsessed with the Method Lime and Sea Salt Spray, and they carry that year round. So it's kind of a summery vibe. I think that it smells like margaritas on the beach, if you will. Their ingredients are cleaner than other cleaners, but I don't know exactly what goes into it. I haven't done a lot of research, but I do know that it is a less toxic option. I wouldn't call it non-toxic because I think it does have some things in there, but it's a less toxic option, but it smells so good and it cleans really, really well. Random, but I'm just going to bring up something for my dog. She is obsessed with the Rachel Ray Nutrish soup bones. So if you're looking for a treat for your dog, maybe a last minute stocking stuffer, the soup bones from Rachel Ray are Stella's favorite. Stella endorses those. And she's incredibly picky when it comes to treats. So if she endorses a treat, you know it's a big deal. One item for me is that you guys probably, I don't know if you've noticed, but I pretty much wear the same shirt in like 12 different colors because I don't want to have the mental decision making of what to wear for a day. So I actually have the same shirt in like 12 different colors, and I have the same skirt from Old Navy in 7 different colors, and I just rotate them because I don't have time to think about what I'm wearing. So that's like, I call it my mom uniform. That's just what I wear pretty much every single day. And thankfully in Florida, I don't have to worry really much about the weather. It pretty much supports my uniform. So for the most part, I can get away with it. My absolute favorite shirt is from Target, and it's from the Ava and Vive collection. I am obsessed. I have a specific shirt that I like because I like the material of it, but any of the Ava and Vive shirts, I've done their long sleeve before, I've done their turtlenecks before, super good quality. You usually can see them under $10, sometimes at $10, but they run sales on those a lot, and they rotate the color selection a lot. So I usually probably every 3 months am picking up a new one or 2 sometimes, depending on the color selection. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly fashion item, there you go. You're not going to get much fashion advice from me, but that is one of my favorites. A couple more personal items that I absolutely love. I discovered La Roche-Posay this year, specifically the Triple Repair Cream. I am absolutely obsessed with it. What I love about it is that it's actually for face and body. So it's helped my hands out so much because I have super, super dry hands. I wash my hands a lot having 3 kids and doing all the cooking that I do. So what I usually do is just like do 2 pumps in my hand, lather up my hands, and then rub it on my face. And my face has never felt so hydrated, even with the really expensive serums and moisturizers that I've tried. This is one of the best ones that I've ever had, and it is also under $20. And it's a huge bottle. It lasts me a long time. Even though I use it on my face and my hands multiple times a day, the bottle lasts a while. The other item that I absolutely love, I actually found it because of my mom, is that Dr. Teal's has a melatonin sleep foaming bath bubble situation. So we have a really funny tub. We have like a geriatric bathtub, like the type that you can climb in and out of if you have mobility issues. And I'm obsessed with it. Even though I do not have mobility issues, I'm 38 years old. I love it so much because it's really good on my back. I don't know. I love putting that foaming bath in there. And I mean, I don't get baths very often, but when I do, it is a vibe. Okay, it is a vibe, and I love that Dr. Teal stuff. I also love their Epsom salts, by the way, which you can also pick up at Target. If I had to pick between the two, I think the foaming bath gives you more of that vibe, so I would pick that one. Okay, and then the last 2 items that I just wanted to get on your radar at Target. These are both food items. One is from the brand Favorite Day, which I think is one of Target's brands, and they have a s'mores spread. So it's kind of like, if you guys remember back in the 90s when they had that, I think it was called Goober, and it was like peanut butter and jelly inside one thing, and you like would swirl it together to make the sandwich. It's kind of like that. And it has a chocolate, almost like Nutella vibe, and then I think like a marshmallow cream inside the container, and you can spread that on graham crackers or whatever. It is so, so good. So wanted to get that on your radar. And then the last thing is actually a tea. It's from the brand Taylor's of Harrogate. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but specifically in the flavor strawberry and vanilla. It is such a different tea, and I just really, really love it. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that one. So that is everything that I loved from Target this year. Let's dive into some Amazon picks next. All right, so starting again with the kids section of the Amazon finds of 2024. The first one is not actually kids, but the way I use it is for my kids. So I purchased these, I think they're supposed to actually be snow molds, but I've been using them to make cute little rice patties, I guess you could say, for my kids. And they have them in different shapes and things like that, but I got the one that has like a duck, a bear, a dinosaur, and I basically just put sticky white rice in the little mold, and then the kids get different shapes when they go to eat white rice. It's really cute. That one gets used probably 2 or 3 times a week, super inexpensive, and it just makes mealtime a little bit more fun for everyone. This one is really funny because we bought it for storage purposes, but it ended up turning into a toy itself, and it's like a little net basket that you can hang in the kids' bathtub. And our kids actually like playing cleanup with their toys at the end of their bath time, or even sometimes during it. They like to collect all of their rubber duckies and bath toys and stuff like that and put it in the basket. So it turned into a toy itself, which is awesome. So it helps us stay organized, but it also gives them something interactive to play with and learn about cleaning up. Another one that we loved this year was this balance beam set that I got on Amazon. It took a while to ship, but I don't know if it was because it was like a pre-order situation or what happened exactly. But once we got it, the kids absolutely had a blast with it. And they used it in a bunch of different ways. They didn't just use it as a balance beam. We set it up as a balance beam, but then they started kind of taking off the pieces from it and then like wearing it as a hat, or like pretending it was a musical instrument, or they were like drumming on it. It was just really cute. So I would definitely recommend that if you're looking for a gift idea. Another thing that we got that again isn't really for kids, but we used it as a purpose for our kids, is we bought some magnetic and chalkboard paint. We have kind of like a peninsula in our kitchen that separates our kitchen from our living room, which the living room has pretty much just turned into a giant playroom at this point. So the front of that peninsula had kind of like a half wall. We painted it with 6 coats of the magnet paint and then topped it with a chalkboard paint. So now the kids can play with chalk on that wall, and it's going to magnet under it so they can actually put magnets. It's been one of the best things ever because we crack out those magnets and we have magnets that have numbers and letters and animals and all of that, so they can put that up and kind of be learning as they're playing with the magnets. So that's been so fun. When it comes to feeding, we found some suction plates, and I've tried out a few different brands. However, I found these from the brand, and I don't know if it's like NUK, like it's an acronym, or if it's pronounced Nook or Nuke or whatever. But that brand has a specific suction cup plate that has dividers in it. So it's perfect. So you can do like a protein, a starch, and a veggie. And it has airtight lids, because that was my main issue with most of the plates that I found for kids. It does not have airtight lids. The reason why I have airtight lids, which I didn't even realize this was not a thing, is that we meal prep for the kids. The night before, we generally set up their lunch and dinner for the following day, because meal times are absolutely wild in our house, and I'm sure in yours too if you have toddlers. So if I could give you one recommendation from one parent to another that maybe you just didn't think of, is meal prep for the kids and then set up their lunches either the night before or morning of. Maybe while you're setting up their breakfast, just go ahead and throw together their lunch and dinner. But these plates are perfect for that purpose. The other thing that I got on Amazon that I absolutely love is actually a cereal storage container, but what I use it for is I make a toddler trail mix. So I put some cereal, some yogurt melts. Sometimes I'll do the cheddar bunnies, or sometimes I do like the cookie bunnies. Sometimes I'll do like the little rice puffs, just like a variety of different snacks. I store it in that cereal container and then I dispense them into snack cups. It's so nice to just have that set up, and it keeps it fresh for days. I have 3 toddlers, so I go through that toddler trail mix pretty quickly, but I've gone to like 4 days before and it's still fresh as anything. So even if you don't have toddlers, if you're looking to make yourself a snack mix, because you know every afternoon, you know, it gets a little crazy and you want to make yourself a snack mix, you could do mini pretzels in there, some goldfish, some Cheez-Its, whatever else you want. Just set yourself up a little snack mix, you know. Moving into the adulting, get your life together. Maybe you're setting some goals for 2025 and you're looking for some products to help with that. I'm going to start you off in the cleaning section. One of the best purchases I made in 2024, it's funny because the Target picks, it was also a floor cleaner, and in the Amazon picks, it's going to be a floor cleaner, but this time it's a carpet cleaner. We have a house cleaner that comes probably once every 4 or 5 months, just to do kind of like the deeper cleaning that I don't get around to. And she's incredibly reasonably priced, super reasonably priced, super efficient. But I was telling her that I bought that carpet cleaner and she was like, oh my God, that price is so good. She said that when she does carpet cleaning, she charges $45 per room and the price of the rental of the carpet cleaner. Even though I'm like, okay, $45 is actually really reasonable. I think most people would charge much more than that. I paid, I think, under $200 for the carpet cleaner, and it made a remarkable difference on our floors. We moved into this house and it's primarily carpet, and the previous owners kept the house up pretty good, but the carpets definitely, you could tell they were high traffic and they had a lot of stains on them. So the carpet cleaner just really changed the whole vibe. And as a parent, you feel better knowing that the carpets are really, really clean. So now we've just gotten into the habit of every few months making sure to deep clean the carpet, using that carpet cleaner, and it's just been phenomenal. I do 100% recommend getting a professional carpet cleaning done because I know that they use commercial grade machines and really can get in there and deep clean it. But if it's just not in the budget right now, or it's just not something you have time to schedule, I would definitely recommend looking into the carpet cleaner. Remember, we have pets as well. So we have 3 toddlers. I have a dog, and she's a husky German Shepherd lab mix. Talk about shedding, okay? Those 3 dogs are like top shedders. And we have a cat who is constantly licking herself and stuff. So there's like hair everywhere. And this machine has just been phenomenal. Another cleaning item that I got, because so many people were sharing it on social media, is I got one of those electronic brush, like spinning brush things to clean the shower. And let me tell you, if you have lower back issues, you need this thing in your life. We have a shower that's like a walk-in shower and it's tile from floor to ceiling. And this little brush spinning thingy has just completely changed the game for me. We also used it to clean our baseboards. And I saw in the advertisement that you can also use it to clean your car, like the outside of your car. So look into those. Everything will be linked down below. By the way, I forgot to mention that. I will have everything linked down below for my Amazon storefront and my Target storefront where I did my top 2024 buys. I will have those listed for you. Next up in the getting your life together situation, I have an undated planner. I think this thing was less than $10. It's undated because there's some days where I just need to make a to-do list, but I don't do it on a daily basis. But if you are the type that wants to plan out an entire week, you can write the dates in super easy for yourself. I am the type of person where I go through very, very busy seasons of life where I have to plan. And then sometimes I'll have a more chill season of life where I don't have to plan as hardcore. And an undated planner is perfect for that. I also purchased myself a walking pad this year and a stand-up desk. I watched prices on this for a very long time. I think it took me a full 6 months to commit to both of these things. I am in love with both of them. I can do an editing session for like 45 minutes on that walking pad with my stand-up desk, and I don't even realize that 45 minutes has gone by. The one that I purchased has an option to do a manual incline, so you can go up to 10% incline on it, which I really like because if you want to get more of a challenging workout, you can do that. We do have a full treadmill. We have like a mini gym in our garage, but this one is just nice to get some extra steps in while I'm working so I can kind of be multitasking. So if you have some fitness goals on your 2025 radar, that might be something you want to look into, especially if you're the type who works from home. If you just wanted to get the walking pad and plop it in front of the TV to get some extra steps in while you watch your favorite show, I think that it's awesome to just get some extra movement in your day. All right, now we're gonna roll into more adulting things that are kind of like household goods. So the first one, I got a BrewMate shaker cup, but I don't use it for shaking up protein. I mean, sometimes I do, but most of the time what I use it for is to make myself shaken espresso drinks. So if you're also a coffee fan and you don't like that whole like layered latte situation, what's cool with it is the BrewMate ones, you can actually purchase a straw lid for it. So you can shake it first and then switch it out for the straw lid. So I absolutely love that. Random, but I just wanted to share that I finally purchased some really good cookie dough scoops in the year of 2024. It was a 3-pack, so it has 3 different sizes. And I don't just use it for cookies because we don't cook cookies that much. I actually use it for meal prepping meatballs. It's so nice to have. I'm not even kidding you guys. So we make some like turkey meatballs for the kids quite a bit, and it's so nice to just scoop them right out. And another hack for meatballs is I use a cookie dough scoop to scoop the meatball into a mini muffin tin. Absolutely perfect meatballs every time. You guys have seen this all over social media, but I am here to tell you that it is really awesome. I bought myself one of those divided tray storage sets that has the lid on it. People do it as like a snackle box where they put different snacks in it when they're going on a road trip. What I personally use it for is actually meal prep. So I usually wash a bunch of produce for us and the kids, and then I separate it into that little tray. So then that way I have access to all of the produce that's been washed up. So I usually do kind of like a breakfast fruit one, and then I usually do like a cooking one. So in the breakfast one, I'll usually have raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. For the other one, I usually do diced onion, diced pepper, diced carrots, and like grape tomatoes or something like that. Things that I'm going to need for cooking and meal prep. Another thing that I absolutely love this year, and it's honestly kind of an aesthetic purchase more than it is a functional purchase, but I purchased some overnight oat little jars that really could be used for anything. You can make like yogurt parfaits in there. You could even just have some ice cream in it if you wanted to. They're just really pretty glass pieces. They do have a bamboo lid on top, and it came with little spoons. I use it for meal prep because we make overnight oats in them a lot, and I just think they're really pretty. If you are the type of person, because I have a lot of people that comment that they're either solo or it's just them and somebody else. So when I make the food for a family of 5, they're like, that's going to be too much food for us. One thing that I would recommend is investing in some silicone freezer storage cubes. So I'm telling you, they're a game changer. What I've been doing is if I make a huge recipe that I know we're not going to be able to cook through, or if I get to like day 3 and it's still staring at me in the fridge, I will transfer it into one of these freezer cubes. And then you can just put it in the freezer overnight, and then you can pop it out and store it in either a meal prep container or even a Ziploc bag and just label it. And then you have a serving for lunch for yourself. I think that's a great way to make sure that you're minimizing food waste. Random, but John has an item that he wants to share with you. We found a pair of pants that John is absolutely obsessed with. He wears them to work. They're so comfortable that he even wears them on long road trips and everything. So John works a combo of both in an office and outside in the hot Florida heat. But because of his job, he works in ship repair. They are required to wear long pants. So these ones are perfect because sometimes Florida does get cold and sometimes Florida gets incredibly hot, and these pants are great for him year round. So if you're looking for pants that are great for outdoor work, these are a recommendation straight from John himself. All right, rolling into the last 3 things. These are kind of like personal care items. So the first one, I have always wanted like a nice makeup case, and I have over the years have tried, I thought, every single option for makeup cases. I got the ones that hang from the back of the door. I got the ones that fold open really nice and flat. I got the ones that are just like travel size. I've tried a bunch of different ones, but I finally found one that works really well for me. It looks almost like a makeup artist style like train case, but it's really inexpensive. The makeup artist ones are really, really expensive. But this one's cool because it actually has a lighted mirror inside, and then the storage inside, you can actually move the little compartments around. So if you have different shaped and size makeup, you can really customize it. So I really love that. Super random, but a few years ago, like probably 6 or 7 years ago, had started using aluminum-free deodorant, and I was going with the Native brand deodorant, and I absolutely loved them. They worked really, really well. But after having kids, I think I had some type of a hormone shift, and it just stopped working for me. Like, I'm talking, it stopped working. And you don't want your deodorant to stop working. So I had asked on Instagram, and one of my friends who is super into fitness had recommended extra strength milk and honey deodorant. I purchased it, and I am telling you, it is the best deodorant ever. Like, better than the ones that even had aluminum in them. I've never had a deodorant work this well. I go to Disney parks, okay, in the hottest months possible, and this deodorant holds up. So if you're looking for a really good deodorant, and if you're looking for like a less toxic option, this is one that I would recommend. I see it go on sale a lot. You can also do that subscribe and save option with Amazon. My friend actually purchases it directly through Ulta so she can get the rewards. So if you're a big Ulta shopper, that's another option for you. But I just do that subscribe and save on Amazon so I don't forget, and it's always just showing up because that's not something you want to run out of. And then last but not least, this one might be kind of silly, but it's just a vibe. So as I mentioned, I love taking baths, but obviously I don't have the time to do it quite a lot. So one of the things that really makes my showers feel like a little bit of a self-care moment is I buy these shower steamers. They have the best smells. They have ones for like night showers if you're relaxing. There's like lavender, chamomile, but they also have morning ones, which are actually my favorite ones, and they're kind of like citrus vibes. And then they have other ones that are kind of in between. It just gives you like a little bit of a self-care moment, especially for a morning shower. It's just the perfect way to start out your day and to really just like infuse a little bit of joy. All right, so that is officially all of my favorite items that I purchased from Amazon and Target this year. I'd love to know if you guys have any specific products that really changed your life. I am mostly a budget conscious person, so when I share products, I don't share it because I want everybody to be overspending. I share it because I do a lot of research when it comes to products, and I try to seek out ones that are actually worth our time and money. So if you have one that really changed your life, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Plus, other people can read the comments, so if there's something that you are going to advocate for, it gives them an opportunity to see it as well. So help us all out. Maybe you could share one or even a few of your favorite items from 2024 so we can all benefit from it. I appreciate you guys so much for spending part of your day with me. It means the absolute world to me. I just want you to know it is truly genuine when I say I appreciate you guys so much. I hope I delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye.